guys, this is Dormouse03.
And I'm Iron Praetorian.
And in this video we are going to talk about Life is Strange Before the Storm. So this is a sequel to the original Life is Strange by Don't Nod. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a 3-part little series instead of 5 like Life is Strange was. And so it's going to be probably a little bit shorter than the original game, which makes sense since I'm not really sure the scope of the story that they're trying to tell with it. It looks like we are going to be playing as Chloe, who was a character from the first game, instead of Max, who was the main character from the first game. And we're going to be seeing Chloe's journey, I guess, or her experience after the death of her father and how she deals with that, and how she became friends with this girl named Rachel Amber, who had been missing in the original game. And so we're going to kind of see that stuff take place before the events of the original Life is Strange. So, I don't know. Are you excited about this?
I liked Life is Strange. This will be an interesting journey to see how Chloe got to the point that she is in Life is Strange. So, her drug addiction and, well, not addiction, but her the kind of world she's in with owing money to certain people, buying drugs, getting involved with is it Nathan? I can't remember his surname.
Yeah,
Chase.
Nathan.
No, is it Chase? Prescott. Nathan Prescott and
Victoria Chase was the bitchy girl.
Yeah, I knew the Chase bit was wrong, but I knew they were in the same clique as each other. But and sort of seeing how her and Rachel's relationship got to the point where Rachel disappears, and it's how is she going to deal with that? And also this is before Max comes back to the town, isn't it? Because Max comes back to go to college. But we were looking at the different editions of the game, and it looks like there will be a bonus episode with Max in it. Playing as Max, I believe, if you buy that certain version. So whether that will be set before the original game or after, it'd be interesting to see if we get that version.
Yeah, I would imagine that it's set before, because I think the events are happening kind of right after Max leaves, or at least that's kind of where it starts. And so Chloe's feeling, I think, just really abandoned by everybody because her father has died, her best friend has left.
See, I didn't realise it was set that far back, because I didn't know how long ago in the past that Max leaves.
Right. Well, because I think she's been gone something like 3 years, and Chloe is supposed to be 16 in this game, and I believe she was 19.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. In
Life is Strange. So, and she doesn't have blue hair yet, so I imagine the ending is going to be her getting her blue hair.
That would be cool.
I can see that. I could see that happening. Just kind of showing how she becomes who she is.
And also, we're not going to have the time travel ability, so you will have to deal with the consequences of your actions without being able to run back in time.
Right. And you won't have as much ability, because with the first game, it was kind of, you could explore certain things, so you could make a choice and then see what kind of happens for a little bit afterward. So you could make a dialogue choice and then see how the person reacts, and then say, oh no, I didn't actually want to say that, and then reverse that decision. Whereas in this one, you're stuck with whatever you choose to say or do. You don't have any do-overs. So.
And you also have Chloe kind of has her acid tongue ability that can wind people up to make them do certain things. So you can choose to use that in certain situations.
Right. Yeah, I think it looks like it's going to be interesting. I'm excited about it. The only thing that kind of disappoints me is that they don't have the same voice actress for Chloe, which, I looked at some of the footage that they had for it, and it's not that the new person
we watched it together.
Yeah, we watched it together, and it's not that I think that the new person is bad. It's just she sounds wrong. you
Well,
know?
when you hear her and Rachel Amber speaking at the same time, they sound too similar to me. I was like, who's speaking? That might be coming from the viewpoint of being English, and their voices.
All of us Americans sound the same.
Kind of, but the point is they have similar accents and they're both at the same age, and it's quite difficult to tell them apart. Is what I found. Is like they just sound too similar.
Yeah, they have a different, or they have about the same timbre to their voices.
Yeah,
and so yeah, their pitch is pretty similar, and so I think it's hard to, like, if you're not watching it, or if the camera is looking at something that's not them, so you can't really tell who's speaking, it is kind of hard to tell, I think. And we'll probably get used to it, but I don't know. I mean, Ashley Birch is a really good voice actress, and it just sucks that they lost her for this, because for what it seems like, from what it sounds like is they just didn't want to pay her, because she's in a union, and the union is making some demands for certain contracts with voice acting gigs, and they don't seem unreasonable, but it sounds like Square Enix didn't want to pay that, and so they went with somebody else, which I don't know. I don't like that kind of businessy cheap crap. So it just sort of puts a bad taste in my mouth from the get-go, but...
And it's also the fact that they hired her as a consultant. They just didn't want to pay her for her voice.
Right. Which is, I don't know. It just seems cheap. I'm going to try to not hold that against the developers, because I imagine that it was Square Enix that made that decision and not Don't Nod, is what I would guess. And so I'm just going to go ahead and blame them and hope that the writing and everything will be up to snuff, the same as the first game. So I am looking forward to it, and the first episode is going to come out in August, so we don't have very long to wait.
So that's awesome. So that's a game from E3 that we can play soon.
Yep, absolutely. So let us know what you think about Life is Strange Before the Storm. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Could you care less about angsty teenage girls? I don't know.
I sometimes don't care about angsty teenage girls. But,
Yeah, I sometimes don't care about angsty teenage girls too. But I did enjoy the first game, so I am going to be picking up.
So did I.
So, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Goodbye.